Shabbat Shalom, welcome to our video on Parashat Vayishlach. The city of Shechem has an infamous place in Jewish history. In this week's parasha, Dinah, the daughter of Yaakov, is taken by Shechem ben Hamor and is violated. Next week's parasha, from the city of Shechem, Yosef is sold by his brothers as a slave, and the rift between brothers is never fully healed. Generations later, Malchut bet David, the kingdom of David, is split and divided during the reign of his grandson Rechavam, where Yerovam comes in and establishes a new kingdom with 10 tribes in the north. And those 10 tribes ultimately are exiled and have yet to return to the Jewish people. Our sages see that the root of assimilation and the root of the Jewish people being divided and scattered is found in Shechem, and particularly the story with Dinah. It says that Tetzeh Dinah bat Yaakov lir'ot b'bnot haaretz. The sages see Dinah going out as, in a sense, going beyond her boundaries, breaking out from the Jewish people and assimilating with the daughters of Shechem, representing the future the Jewish people are going to assimilate. And the story of Yosef and the story of the split of King David that happened from the city of Shechem represents the Jewish people being divided for generations. But the Khatam Sofer says something fascinating. If you analyze the story of Shechem and Dinah and the story of Chanukah, they're exactly the same story. And as Rashi points out, the blessing Moshe Rabbeinu gives Levi. Barech Hashem chelo u'fu'al yadav tirtzeh. He's blessing that he should have success in the future with the war with Chashmonaim. See, if you look at the story, what happened, Dinah is taken captive by the local governor and is violated. And there's a threat of her being assimilated. And the Shechem wants to assimilate the Jewish people, become one with us. And Shimon Levi get up and wage a war. And they destroy the city of Shechem. They take Dinah, their sister, back. And as soon as this happens, Yaakov turns to his children and says, remove the idols in your midst, and purify yourselves. Let us go up to the Bet-El, where the Bet HaMikdash in the future is going to be built. Let's build an altar. And Yaakov gets to Bet-El. And he builds a matzevah, a monument. It says, Vayitzok shemen al roshan, he anoints it with oil. If you look at the story of Chanukah, it's exactly the same story. The Jewish people are becoming Hellenized. We're assimilated. The Jewish people, in a sense, are dying spiritually. One of the decrees of the Greeks was every single bride on her wedding night has to submit herself to the local governor first. The Chashmonaim see this continues, there won't be a Jewish nation left. Small group wage a war against the mighty Greek Empire. Just like Shimon and Levi, a small group wage a war against Shechem. Chashmonaim are the descendants of Levi, who have never fought a war before in their lives. Leviim don't fight wars. And they're successful. They fight over assimilation. And they reconquer the Bet HaMikdash. And they purify it. They remove the idols and the pagan gods that were put there by the Greeks. And they purify it. Just like Yaakov tells his sons, purify yourselves. And they find this jug of oil with the seal of the Kohen Gadol. And with it they light the menorah. So to Yaakov, when he gets to Bet-El, the place of the Bet HaMikdash, he built a monument and he anoints it with oil. And it's fascinating, the Midrash brings down that oil came down from Shamayim, from heaven, for Yaakov to anoint. And there's an allusion to that same oil that Yaakov used is the oil found by the Chashmonaim. And that's the oil they use to light the menorah. The message for us, the success against assimilation, and the reason why Jewish people still have their own identity today is Chanukah. When Chashmonaim lit the Chanukiah, that menorah, and we light in our homes every single year that menorah, the light goes out throughout the world. as a message to us. The way we survived as a nation is through Chanukah. As we're lighting that menorah this week, remember, the Hashmonaim fought a war to preserve our Jewish identity, to preserve Torah, to preserve spirituality in the Jewish people. And as we're lighting that menorah, we're also fighting to preserve who we are as a nation, to increase our Torah observance, to strengthen our identity as Jews, and send a message throughout the world. B'ezrat Hashem, this Chanukah, as we light our Chanukiah, and we shine that light throughout the world, we should be zocheh that no Jews in the future should assimilate ever again. And the Jewish nation should come together as one, united, and be zocheh to see the rebuilding the Beit HaMikdash, and the Chanukiah lit again in the Beit HaMikdash. Shabbat Shalom.